It wouldn't be late to offer you guys my merchandise, would it? Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
I knew I should have taken those Pro Mag lessons 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and here we have the most powerful weapon in any game ever, the Magnum.
Poop.
Any game, usually the Magnum's super awesome.
Yeah, no, like, the Magnum is always the best weapon in any game it's in.
Poop.
Assuming there's enough ammo to actually use that thing for a good while.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
There it goes. Sheesh.
A dilemma we shall find out as we return to Uncharted: Drake's Fortune.
Yes, that's the game.
I honestly, I look back on it. I wonder how many times people have missaid the title and called it Drake's Misfortune on a regular basis.
I mean, to be fair, this man's life is a misfortune.
Yeah.
Come on, let me. There we go.
Sully, I need your help. What did you do this time? I'm stuck on a ledge. Oh God.
Did you try turning it off and on again? It's a ledge.
Actually,
yeah,
you know what?
Now you know how stupid you sound.
Actually, it's funny you make that joke, Logan, because, oh boy. I was about to say, it's funny you make that joke, because I'm reminded of these, they're kind of compared to the original, but I remember, like, the Warner Brothers website had, like, these Looney Tunes, like, webisodes, and there's one of them where Porky's trying to get, like, internet service, and he calls, like, tech support, and the tech support is Taz.
Really?
And it's like, he just sounds so dejected, it's like, turn off, then turn back on.
Oh, he's a broken devil.
That's what happens when you civilize a Tasmanian devil.
Well, yeah, and there's also what Wabbit showed, which I'll admit, like, for as meh as Wabbit is, that was a genuinely funny way to use Taz.
Actually,
just like he genuinely liked how genuinely liked how Seth MacFarlane handled Taz.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course, it was a good joke. I'll give credit where it's due.
I am still going to say that I absolutely hate Seth MacFarlane with pretty much my core, but
I would say
he can be funny every now and then.
I would
Did you
say
see the joke that we're referring to?
The way I would say it is, I was just about to say, I guess the way I would say it is that Seth MacFarlane is at his best when he's in a project he's not spearheading, because isn't he also like one of the major players in Hellboy 2?
Well, okay, he actually, yes, sorry, I was thinking of the reboot for some reason. Yeah, no, he played one of the main characters in Hellboy 2, and he actually did a good job. Although they should have actually hired a real German actor, but Seth MacFarlane will do.
I think I will say, like, again, some things I'll say about Seth MacFarlane is that I think he has a great singing voice. He is an excellent tenor.
Oh yeah, no, he can do Frank Sinatra pretty much perfectly.
Oh yeah, no,
like me.
And almost any of, and again, the subject matter may be, something to stop. The subject, no, don't be shooting through pillars.
Yeah,
I'm talking here.
But yeah, I mean the subject matter may be, something to, the subject matter could be a little lacking, but the choreography, the score and the composition of most of the Stewie and Brian songs are usually pretty fun.
Okay, true.
Actually, he does show tunes great.
Actually, no. Here's the thing: the only episodes of Family Guy I like are the ones with Stewie and Brian. Yeah, those are the only ones. Especially
they play well off of each other.
Especially the episode of them going to the alternate dimensions.
Right, the
multiverse.
Like
Disney bit.
Love it, hate it, love it, hate it. Brian, why do I feel different? Press the button.
Hey, isn't that the episode that they based that video game on?
Yes. Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about that video game. We're not going to talk about that video game.
Okay.
But
it's like everyone forgot about it.
But yeah, as for the thing that we were talking about, the Tasmanian Devil joke, I don't know if it was part of the cavalcade or if it was just...
No, it was part of Family Guy. It was a Family Guy.
It was just another Family Guy. Okay. The cavalcade can really, really be kind of hit.
Again, the only cavalcade episode I remember finding alright was the Mario-inspired one.
Yeah. Hey, Dragon, you can have her.
Which, funny enough, was actually the very first one.
Yep.
Yes, it was. I'm still not kissing you. By the way. There was also these turtles, and it was really hard, and that was fun until the death.
Yeah, I just like his line though. Okay, screw this, Dragon, you can have her.
And I munch. But in any case, come on.
Which makes me beg why he didn't do that in the first place, but...
Because he maybe wanted to take down. I don't know. Maybe he wanted
He
to
was
take down Mario
he was
as
saving
well.
her for an evening snack.
Seriously, that's why his castles are always full of lava. They're basically pressure ovens.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
But in any case, so the Tasmanian Devil one was that it was the Tasmanian Devil, like, you know, tucking his son in for bed, and then is like, and then just gives him a kiss, and then you hear the like he's whirring up to start spinning, but then since his child is already in bed, he just starts tiptoeing in a circle out
Towards
the door,
like the...
tiptoeing in a circle as he heads out the door, as opposed to spinning.
Yeah, that's cute.
Walking
It's
the
like...
past.
Yeah, I think I might have mentioned it a few times, but Taz is one of my favorite Looney Tunes.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's
fun in how he's fun in how varied they in how many ways they like in how many ways they've managed to find like fun in using him. Like you think he'd be a pretty one note character, but they have a lot of fun with him. Oh, okay, look at my map.
Well, to be... Well,
I paused
what
there.
I'm trying to
Okay.
say is, like, to be blunt, in many respects, he is kind of a one-note character, but he's just one of those one-note characters that's just really fun to watch.
Yeah.
He's more fun than the big red guy
Oh, you mean Gossamer?
creature. Yeah, Gossamer.
Well, Gossamer's kind of one that's... Well, Gossamer's kind of one of those characters where you can't really do a whole lot with him to begin with.
Yeah, he's not really that big of a regular anyway.
Where'd he go?
There
There
you
he
go.
Where'd he go, George?
Okay.
Where'd it go,
Yes,
George?
true.
Where'd it go?
True fact. If you suffer blood loss, your eyesight turns black and white.
Yep. Yep.
I don't
Okay.
think that's actually true.
Yep. Very, very true. Yep.
When you think about it, if that were true, that must be that's gotta be rather sad for dogs.
Oh no, dogs, it's actually beautiful. When they suffer blood loss, they actually finally see color.
Aww.
Daddy, I think I can see the colors. Don't go into the light, son.
We're horrible people.
You know what?
Yes,
I'm
we
not
are.
gonna lie.
You're really just realizing that now, Matt?
For some
No, I
reason,
realize.
James, the tone in your voice when you were like doing that dog and son death scene, I was reminded of those two dogs, those two Hanna-Barbera dogs, where it's like the dad, where it's like the big dog and his little son.
Oh, you mean Spike and Tyke?
I think.
The one from Tom and Jerry, right?
Oh no, not the Tom and Jerry ones. I'm talking about like the other ones that Hanna-Barbera did. It's
Oh,
like,
the I think I know what you're talking about. The orange dogs.
yeah, the orange dogs.
One of them's wearing the son clearly wearing a shirt, and the dad clearly going commando.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's weird that that's like one of the more forgettable ones, and yet for some reason I can still visualize them perfectly.
Well, that is kind of one of the things that I do appreciate just out of, Hanna-Barbera. Is like, they have distinct character designs, it's just the personalities need fleshing.
Right, because they're usually the same.
You
I
trying
don't
to
know
figure out how to get how to jump back up onto the platform just kind of made me laugh.
Whoop.
It's very
Out of my way,
finicky.
Seagull.
I don't know why, but this room reminds me of like one of the rooms in Sonic Unleashed, like one of the hub rooms where you have to unlock all the levels in the hub first.
Oh
before you can
yeah,
actually get to them.
For some reason this
Uh-oh.
area does kind of remind me of Kingdom Valley. Oh boy.
And yes, it's a little finicky, the platforming, whether you're going to jump into a wall or actually jump up the wall.
Yeah, I will say, as much as I love the platforming in this game, I think it's really well done. It does get better in the sequels, and yeah, the first game is not the best.
Honestly, it's about as tight as say Tomb Raider.
Wait, I have to really quick make a joke. It's strange how every single one of these platforms I'm supposed to... every single one of these ledges I'm supposed to grab have all this white marks on it. What? Are those seagulls? Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
boy.
damn you,
Yeah,
seagulls!
Oh, boy.
Imagine if that was his reaction, not to the floor crumbling, but
the
him
seagulls?
realizing what his hands were telling, like, oh no, 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 no! So he lifts his hands up.
But yeah, it's actually...
It's
Well,
kicked in them!
Yeah, I was about to say, it's funny that you make that remark about the white platforms, because that also reminds me of that one Awkward Zombie comic about Zero Horizon, where it's like, the girl is trying to jump up this platform, but she can't, so she just pulls out a paintbrush, paints it yellow, and it's like, then she can climb up.
Oh yeah, Aloy. Yeah, Aloy.
Yeah, no, That's a weird thing in that game. Every single ledge you can grab, yeah, it has to be yellow.
Mm-hmm. Breath of the Wild. So Breath of the Wild wins in that regard.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is like
incredible.
Is the only game you can climb literally anything until the game tells you
except
not
for
to.
Yeah, I was about to say you can climb anything except Sheik and architecture.
Mm-hmm.
And rain.
Well, rain's just kind of a whole different matter altogether.
You know, for as long as Breath of the Wild was out, I'm surprised there was never an update where somewhere out in the wild you can find some sort of guard that protects you from slippery surfaces.
Like extra grip.
Right.
Also, this next gauntlet coming up ahead sucks. This was one of those bits where it took me a couple tries because they throw a lot of people at you, and a guy on a giant Gatling gun up there.
God damn it!
And that is a Gatling gun, right? That is not a minigun. Some people make that.
I think that might be Gatling.
Oh gosh. Man, I'm looking to you for guidance. You should probably get rid of the guy on
top first.
Awesome.
Shoot. Just shoot and don't stop shooting. That is all.
And Hyde, I would focus on the guy up there, but the people coming down here, they can get close enough where they can start throwing grenades and flanking me, and I would rather maintain some form of cover as long as I can.
Honestly, without viciously that guy shooting up top, I'd almost argue he's probably using a chain gun.
He is.
Could be. Or an anti-tank.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, look, a present.
And there goes my energy shields.
God damn it, I was saying the same thing. It's like...
The pattern's
so many hits.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Just edit that in.
No.
Honestly, considering how often we've been editing it in recently, I think that joke's starting to go the way of Peter Puppy.
There.
Well, my
that
thing was
stopped him.
The thing I was about to say is that like it's funny that you guys were making that joke because for some reason after all this, you see Drake reeled in bullets, and then he goes, "Whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on."
Actually, now that I think about it, the dog character that I was mentioning earlier, wasn't them named like Augie Dog?
That might have been an Augie Dog. It was either the dad or the son that's named that.
I think it might have been the son. You know what? I'm deathly curious now. Let me check on that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. It's not like there's anything interesting happening at the
moment. It's not like I've had.
We got a coin.
Yes.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I win the game.
Oh boy, a quarter.
What if that was it? And all this time, this entire quest was just because he needed more spare change for the laundromat.
You know, no, he does need more spare change all the time.
How is he the one in financial crisis? I thought that was Sully's shtick.
No, it's more like Sully makes him go into financial crisis every now and then.
Nah, I'm just kind of like...
Now I'm just a mad... Go ahead, Hypolite. Script out this idea in my head.
Well, basically,
actually, real quick, can I just say something real quick while I'm looking this up? One of those few times I have to keep reminding myself that among Hanna-Barbera's list of characters, Johnny Bravo technically counts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right, because that's like his early stuff is technically Hanna-Barbera. But anyway, like I was saying, since you guys were talking about how like Drake needing spare change, like not only makes me think of the whole spare change thing, but just like Sully next to him, I'm a munchkin.
But see, I'm just imagining like a long, it would be a long drawn out sequence of like epic instrumental music as Drake is running around dodging, trying to get this great big treasure. He finally finds, he finally finds it, comes back, and then it just and then, haha, I can shoot through pillars too. Anyway, and it just and then cuts to just Sully and him like Sully tried to start a restaurant chain and it just didn't work. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna need more. Now he's trying to open up a roller rink. Yeah, it turns out Disco's been dead for years. And it just keeps getting more and more, and he's like, Sully, stop.
Actually, all I can think of is...
Come on, I just won this great auction. What did you win? The world's largest ball of twine. Where are you going to put it? Well, clearly we need a bigger house. As we get more money.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, that's the thing. But just every time it's just funding Sully's stupid impulse purchases.
And actually, I just imagine that like at one point, it's like after one big adventure, hey Nate, you ever heard of something called a switch? Da 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 da.
And off they go again.
Or actually, this is how I feel like it'd go at some point. Hey, Sully, long time no see. Hey, Nate. Look, I need your how much money do I know? How much money do I owe? About half.
Okay, after all that searching, I figured I found the characters. Augie Dog and Doggy Daddy.
Okay.
Okay. Come out. Thank you.
There you go.
So yeah, if you don't know who they are, look them up. And, well, just gaze in such madness. I don't know.
Just throw them up on the screen.
No, I'm not putting them up on the screen.
We're gonna make our watchers work.
Fine. I'll put them up. Fine. I'll put them up right now. There they are. The two of them. Together.
And now you see why Yogi Bear was clearly the more popular character.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Also,
I feel like we're being infringed on our rights, Yogi.
Well, Boo Boo, as long as it puts up picnic baskets on the table.
So, let's see what else we can find around here.
Well, look on the bright side, Boo Boo. We've only got 50 years until we're public domain.
Look on the bright side, Boo Boo. At least we're not played in a live-action movie by Dan Aykroyd.
Whoa.
About that, Yogi.
It's kind of sad thinking back about that, because honestly, it's like Dan Aykroyd does have the perfect voice for it. He just didn't care.
Also, hey, that was Sir Francis Drake's handwriting, even though he was supposed to have faked his death years ago.
It's like there's more to the
I was appreciating that art.
Excuse me, sir. I was in the middle of some art appreciation, and you ruined the ambiance.
Jeez, rude.
I'm sorry. Can I make a stupid joke real quick? The guy comes in, he sees Drake. Oh shit! Here we go.
But just, I just love how much like a champ Nate just took that shotgun blast to the back. Just like, excuse me.
Yeah, it's just like you're just standing there appreciating. Ooh. Oh god damn.
God dang it.
Oh boy.
Everyone's a critic.
At this point, with how many mooks we're finding throughout this facility, they may as well start leaving their flags out, telling Drake like, "Hey, we own this property, asshole. Get the fuck out."
Yeah, we would, except then it would become too much like a Ubisoft game. I'd have to retake all of the properties.
Actually, to be fair, that kind of does happen in the Golden Abyss game.
Really?
Yeah, basically the very first level is us trespassing on some general's land, apparently.
Really?
Yep. Play the game. Well, you can't because Vita. Why wasn't that game added in the HD collection?
Because Sony likes to be different.
Or what's so wrong with that? Just making a straight up PS4 port.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I get the feeling that the reason why they didn't do that is because apparently they had a bit of trouble porting the game along with the other games.
Because of the extensive touchscreen,
which they could have easily implemented onto the touchpad on the PS4 controller.
Yeah, they've done it before.
Yeah, I mean, look at Gravity Rush.
Yeah, so it shouldn't have been that hard.
How's Gravity Rush 2, by the way? Because I don't hear too many people talk about it compared to the first one.
I heard it was good. It's just that it didn't sell very well.
Yeah, it is really good, but it didn't sell all that well.
Well, and the two theories I have for that is that it was more of a niche like indie title. Not many people played. Not a lot of people played the first Gravity Rush, and
wasn't
a lot of
really
people,
indie.
Well, it's also the same argument a lot of people make where like not a lot of people like it's the same reason why instead of calling it Sonic Adventure 3 they went with Sonic Heroes, because with sequels people don't want to play it if they think they're going to miss out on stuff that they would need to play the first game to understand.
Right.
So a sequel starring the exact same main character.
I mean, hey, look at it this way. At least Mario Maker doesn't have to suffer that problem because it's essentially more of the same.
Yeah, but also here I would like to throw a fallacy into your argument, Logan. The Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest series, still incredibly popular. Each game still sells,
but doesn't have the.
Well, let's also remember, Matt. That franchise lasted a lot longer than Gravity Rush.
Oh, hey,
Loki.
Elena's there, and also as we noticed.
Oh, for a moment I mistook one of them for being a TF2 soldier.
Nah, it was Elena's there, and also the ships never left the harbor, which means if that giant golden idol is on this island, it'll still be. Ow.
I'm guessing that's
I'm not a big-time treasure hunter like you, but I doubt you're gonna find El Dorado in there.
Well, maybe I can if I dig hard enough.
Trying to rescue you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's so sweet. Traditional sandstone, brick, and stucco, limestone mortar.
Stucco.
Huh.
How'd you get to know so much about this?
My show, episode 4, Architects of a New World.
Also, you
I
have
guess she's not
no
just a
idea how
reporter.
many
Just
prisons
take a
I've been
these
in.
bars out.
What? No, wait. Are you sure?
Oh, and here comes one of the secondary antagonists.
Well, let's see how much of a fruitcake he. Oh. Wayne Brady.
I'm fairly certain that
Eddie
this
Rajas.
character
Actually, no,
was
he's-
in like one of the comics before the game came out.
Don't flatter yourself.
Wait, they make
That's Eddie
comics of
Raja.
Uncharted?
Yeah, no, they made comics
ready
to give backstory to certain characters and events and all that. So this guy, I think, was one of the main characters in the comics.
I see.
Is that it? Is that my deal? Die now, or help you, and die later. Oh, it's a tough call, but you know what? I'll take die now.
Listen to me, maggots. I was promised treasure on this goddamn rock. And now, my men are dying.
Maybe it's because you started killing me first. You ever think about that?
And I have nothing to show for it!
I think we could work on our manners a bit more. And
It's a good thing they didn't notice that.
I am making you a fair offer.
I am making you an offer you can't refuse. You took that from Godfather. Yes, because it's a good movie.
The girl
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but
Oh,
do you think you can
girl.
come up with more original material?
Hey, the girl's long gone. She's probably off the island by now. Going for help.
Daikujin, you were never very good at poker. I will find her. Trust me. How much
Oh yeah, that's
trouble
another
one
running
girl
thing with each Uncharted game.
Oh,
That,
Devil damn.
that's
oh, and I
another.
love this.
Okay, it was a truck.
Wait, hang on, Matt, because
Well, come on.
that's all right. And yoink.
I'll take that. Seriously, the subtlety of a goddamn truck. Or, well, more like a Jeep, but here we are. With
Open
a
up the
Jeep.
cage. Hey, back to you, Matt.
Yeah, no,
What's
that's
up, Retro?
another thing about Drake. Every single one of his old friends want to kill him.
Well, yeah, he's all lost, or he's all like he owes them or something like that.
Anyway,
So yeah, join us in the next part for a riveting chase scene.
farewell.
Till next time, guys.